So those who have joined, please download the Excel sheet from the handout section. And if you are seeing this recording at the end of the event, so I will request please see this recording till the end, because these are a concept of WD Gann. It has a lot of mathematical calculations. So if you just browse through hurriedly, you can't understand anything out of this method. So once the event ends and the particular recording is shared with you, so that time please go through the recordings completely till the end, so that you can able to understand and make use of that Excel sheet what I have given to you. So before I start the session, this is Smart Finance Chennai and myself is Ranjan. So I am now addressing you from Chennai, and in this particular Smart Finance, so I run this company, and this is a group of engineers, those who develop our products and other things. So we are into the research domain. We researched many concepts, we changed many concepts. In WD Gann concept, many new innovations we have brought, like natural constant method. In pair trading concept, we have many new innovations, beta decoupling, index decoupling, sector decoupling, all these things. We are the entity who has brought the volatility into the system of intraday trading. So many traditional indicators like MACD, Bollinger Band, all those things also we have slightly modified with respect to volatility. By adding the volatility into it, we have little bit modified those methods to increase its accuracy. Fibonacci method also we have done. So these are all our research works, and all our works you can able to access from our courses, because nothing we have kept it hidden. So you can able to access, experience what is the new in that, everything you can access through our courses. So partly you can get it in our YouTube, where we give it freely, and majority you will be getting in the paid courses. So these are how our activities are, and currently whatever the offer it is going on, you can browse through our website, go through the product section, you can get it. So coming to the subject, so today we are going to learn a very good subject, excellent subject on Gann study. And always I used to say, in capital market, any study you do, if you cannot experience, if you cannot experience it, if you cannot feel it, then that study is not accurate. So study should be done, market should accept your study. So that is very important, very, very important. For example, you can say those who are the member of this Gann Trader India, our Telegram group. So we are giving some weekly levels as per the Gann level. We are giving some intraday calculations on Nifty futures, on Bank Nifty futures. So for example, you can see last Friday we have given these calculations. These calculations we have given for Nifty future on our Telegram channel. You can see that 17,871.81. This was the last calculated target for cycle 3. So for the Nifty future, and Nifty has exactly touched that level of 17,872. So this has achieved in the real market, and this calculations has given to you much before 9:30 time it is being given. Again I have allotted here that yes, today you must look into this part, and so this part, and you should experience that how much we have achieved. This is also I have allotted. So this anyone can learn and do it. There is nothing magic behind it. So what happens here, same Gann method, we have just utilized the volatility component into it. So by this process, you can see Bank Nifty also same degree of success you can get. You can experience the same thing for the commodities also. So here thing is that The calculations works. There is no doubt about that. Only thing is that we have to manage our trade through hedging and other process so that we can take maximum benefit out of this. So today you are going to learn one such method of the WD Gann. There are three important concepts I am going to cover in this, and all these three important concepts are very important and very precise concept of the WD Gann. One, Gann cycle. This is a very important concept, because if you open up the Gann study, it's full of cycle, it is full of squaring, all these things will be there. Second, every cycle there is a turning point, means once there is a cycle, so that cycle ends, life cycle. So what is a cycle? Life cycle. You born and you have to die, so there is a between your living period, that is called life cycle. You are born, you are going to die in a specific year, or there is a specific period you will be in the earth as a living entity, so that is known as your life cycle. So every object having a life cycle, so every trend is also is having a cycle. That means the demand and supply. Who creates the demand and supply? Traders. So how the traders create the demand and supply? Because their attention will be focused on that counter, that stock, that index. So for that, attention will be there for a particular period. It is not a permanent attention. 10 years they will not keep their attention in one particular stock. So here, that particular attention which creates your demand and supply is known as your cycle, that particular attention. So see the sea changes, or the great change between the technical studies and Gann studies. So here the concept of cycle comes. How long your attention will be focused on that particular counter, that is called cycle. So that cycle, we cannot go and every trader say that whether you are now concentrating on Nifty and take a graph and get all things, so that yes, 4 crore traders are there, out of that now 3 crore people are looking at Nifty. We can't do that, because that is practically impossible to take a survey of every person every time and to come out one conclusion. So there is a mathematical way. So that mathematical way is your Gann cycle. So Gann cycle is again divided into multiple fragments. One with respect to the price, another with respect to the time, and third is with respect to price and time squaring. Squaring, the common between that. Squaring means it is common. So you can say in the football game, you will be knowing that this squares this one. So that square word you will be defending. Squaring means both will be, so both will be chasing for a common objective. So the two players, one is defending the goal, another is trying to make a goal. So that is known as your squaring. So these particular concepts of, I'm giving you this small example so that those terms you can understand. So this is Gann's cycle. Second, you are going to learn about the every cycle is having a turning point. Means all cycle should complete, there is no guarantee, because we have just know that yes, this is a cycle, but that cycle is going to complete, there is no guarantee about that. The cycle may terminate on halfway, the cycle may go completely and cross the boundary and go beyond one cycle. Cycle can go only 25% and from there it can terminate. So that depend upon the cycle, the attentions what is there, that attentions can be diverted at any point of time during this cycle formation. So that part is known as your cycle turning points. Once this thing is done, then we need to understand in between a cycle there are minor cycles, minor hurdles, minor points where the cycle can terminate, and there are major hurdles, major trend cycles. So these are the major price points from where the cycle can terminate. So these three concepts you are going to learn, and these three concepts are very difficult concept. It is not so easy concepts. So these concepts has its own way to understand. So here, for that reason only I used to tell, whenever you are going for the Gann course, if you have procured the Gann course from Smart Finance, then time and again you have to watch those videos. Many traders, they used to say, after 3 times watching these videos, I try to understand the concepts. Some says after 10 times of watching the videos, I started learning the calculations. I have done the calculations only after watching the video for 10 times. And some traders said that we can't able to understand anything out of this thing because they want to see that things in a movie type of ways. Means just browse through it, just listen to it, you can able to understand. No, this cannot happen. So same thing is for today also. Today's these concepts, if you want to understand and utilize in your studies, simple this Excel sheet and this audio or video presentation is not going to help you. You need to work out for that. So first we need to understand the cycle, we need to understand the minor cycle and major cycle, that is in between the cycle, what are the points we can terminate and come out. So then we can move forward. So here I am using the 2 to 3 different Gann concepts. One, the cycle I have borrowed from the square of 9. So all of you will be knowing square of 9. Many of you will be knowing that square of 9 wheel also. So if I will show you how it looks like, the square of 9 wheel. So I'll be just going to our Gann software. There I'll show you how the square of 9 wheel look like. So square of 9, square of 12, tetrahedron, hexagon, many geometrical figure finds place in the Gann study. So here just I am loading the data. So here I will be going for the square of 9. So square of 9. So similar way you can, many methods are there in the Gann. So square of 9 I'll be, or here I need to, so this is the by decision, you can see here. This is the square of 9. So here there is a center circle. This is known as your seed number. This is the beginning of your square of 9. Then the square continues, this spiral, this, and here. This completes one spiral, one spiral it completes. It goes to the second spiral. So second spiral it goes like this, then come down. So one value it crosses, then it completes the second spiral here. So now the third spiral starts. So third spiral starts and it continues, one value extra here, one value extra here, then it goes and goes and goes, completes here. So it is not in the straight line because I am dragging it in the mouse pointer. So you can, if you are a good artist, you can able to draw nicely with the pencil. So this is how the square of 9 will look like. It is a wheel, it is a configuration, it is a shape, it is a geometry, anything you can say. So it starts from one number, it revolves one rotation, but these rotations are not circular, these rotations are rectangular. So this is our square type of circulations. So this is square of 9. Similar way, square of 12 is there, square of hexagon is there, tetrahedron is there, lot many things you can find it out. So here square of 9 says every one rotation completes one cycle. This one rotation, it completes one cycle, and that one rotation is nothing but 360 degrees. So square of 9 will says that this is every 360 degrees we complete one cycle. Then I'm going for every 360 rotations 15 degree. So what is a turning point? So here, so what is a turning point? As I said to you, turning point about the turning point. So every 360 degree rotation. So every 360 degree rotation. So this is a square of 9 I was talking about. Square of 9, just like a wheel, it is a rectangular wheel. It completes. It is not a circular wheel. It is a rectangular wheel. So every 360 degree one rotation we completes one cycle. And once one cycle completes, we go for a next cycle, and price is a non-ending thing, so it goes on with a infinity cycles. So infinity cycles. So this particular part of our rotations is rotation 360 cycle. But during this 360-degree rotations, every 15 degrees we will find out a turning point. Means there are chances the cycle may terminate, may end prematurely on these price points, on 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. These are turning points. Turning points means the price will end prematurely. Again, I can say the price will end prematurely at 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. That's why it is known as the cycle turning points. So I think till this point all of you have understood. Now going to the last part. So here these turning points are being grouped into two parts. One is the minor turning points, means it can penetrate that much of energy. It is not having minor turning points. All 15 multiple, 15, 15 into 2 also you can take 30, 15 into 3 45, 15 into 4 60, 15 into 5 75, but they're 30 60, I have taken it off, so 75. So then 6 is 90. So till 90, this is a minor cycle. Here you can add 30, you can add 60, but this 30 60 is not that much important for us. So that's why I have just taken it off. Then coming to the major cycle, which is the 45 multiple. 45 multiple means 45 into 1 equal to 45. So this is already present in the minor cycle. 45 into 2 is 90. It is already present in the minor cycle. 45 into 3 is 135. So here it comes major cycle first value. 45 into 3. 45 into 4, it is 180. 45 into 5, then goes on till 360. So here these 45 multiples are the major trend cycles. So major trend cycles, minor trend cycles, cycle, all terms you have understood. Anybody has any query, you can ask me. So we'll go with the Nifty. Here lot of logical reasonings will be applied. Say Nifty, here single point. There is no high, no low, nothing will be there. Single point we will be utilizing. And one question I was in between, I have stopped it. In between I have stopped it. I told why the final full stop cannot be put in any of the financial market analysis study. Because this is the stock market data is nowadays is a, which data? Discrete data. This, based on this, all your indicators has been developed. Discrete data means there is a gap 1 to 10, again 10 to 20. So equal depth here will be there. So 20 to 30. So this is known as the discrete data. You can put decimal also, but the depth will be same, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. So this was the discrete data. Then based on discrete data, they have innovated many indicators. So that time floor trading was happening. People used to go to the floor, and there they used to put the boli, means like auction house, the stock market used to trade. Then electronic platform came, mainframe system came, electronic device you started trading. So this data become discrete random data, DRD, discrete random data. This, once it becomes the discrete random data, all our indicators, oscillators, RSI, MACD, all things, those who used to give you 70 to 80% of success, their success has come less than 50%, because it is not the problem with that method. The data has changed. What is a discrete random data? Whenever any news comes, whenever any problem comes, market will work instantly. So the data information will reach to the each terminal, each people very quickly. Rapid information system has created the discrete random data. So there is no depth will be there. So it should be 0 to 5, 5 to 20 it can go, again 20 to 25 it can go. So it will not maintain the same rhythm, same vibration, same depth, it will not maintain. So discrete random data. But the days to come, now many things, 5G technology is coming. So many other technologies are coming which will make the information flow further more critical, further more faster, further more rapid. So this will become again, it will become a discrete random high frequency data. Very quickly the data will come. So that time all your existing methods will completely fail. Only Elliott's, Gann, and the methods which is based on the volatility system, methods which is based on your Monte Carlo simulation system, methods based on your probability random algorithm, methods based on your T series best moving average, those methods only will stay and those methods only will give you success. Other methods will completely fail post the 5G technology hits the market and all your data is tuned to that. So be prepared for that. So fine. Now we'll be moving to the cycle calculations. We'll be moving to cycle calculation. We'll be moving to the different analogy. How we'll identify a trend earlier. So using this method, what we are going to identify? We are going to identify one trend earlier. Before it happens, we should know. Okay, 20 point it has gone up. Now it has entered to the uptrend. So it has gone only 10 point off, so it is still in the range bound trend. So if it is going by 50 point off, I can say that okay, minor trend has all broken, it has gone to the major trend cycle. So now the move will be very faster, it can go to different. So we'll be identifying uptrend, downtrend, range bound trend before it happens. So it is a pretty good things to know. So here, so say on the Nifty, so 9th of January, so I'll be going with the latest one and I have already given the Excel sheet, you can verify it. Latest one, 6th of Jan, these are the price action happened 132.7. This is the negative closing Nifty has given. I have to calculate the cycle price point. So this negative numbers, anywhere negative we are getting, convert it to positive. I will be using absolute function. So absolute function 360-degree factor, square root of this number. Absolute means positive, make it positive. But negative number you can't able to take a square root for that, because we are more concerned about the points, price point oscillated. So absolute of this thing, 360-degree factor, which is 360 divided by 180, because 180 equal to 1 as per the square of 9 principle. 180 factor is 1. So 360 factor will be 360 divided by 180, and the entire result we have to take a double multiple or whole square. So it will give you 182 points. 182 points. So now in between this 182.77. So similar way, what will happen? This you have got the cycle price points. What happened on 6th Jan? Based on that, we are expecting on 9th Jan there will be 183 points of price movement. What happened on 5th Jan? Based on that, so 50 point movement happened. So we have expected only 83 point of movement should happen, but it has actual happened 132 points. So what happened on 4th Jan? So we have expected 248 point of movement should happen on the 5th Jan, but it has happened only 50 points. So this is what I used to tell, the cycle turning points from somewhere you will terminate and come back. So you may not get full thing. Sometimes we will get more than that. Sometimes we will get less than that. Say here only on the closing basis we have closed only 9 points. So we have expected there should be a move of 26 points. But that particular day Nifty has closed the 68 point up, 68 point up. So these are the things you need to understand. So cycle price point is nothing but previous day whatever it has closed, the net gain in terms of points it has given, that gain point take a square root, and it should be absolute number because negative number we can't able to take the square root. Add with the 360-degree factor, add with the 360-degree factor, and take the double multiple. So this part is clear. We got the cycle price points. Now minor cycle turning points are 15, 45, 75, 90. Major is 135 to 360. So this as we got. So here we have to take the degree factor. So 15 degree factor is what? So we have to divide 15 with 180. Same process, 45 degree factor is what? 45 with 180. So all these things what you are seeing in the decimal points, 0.0833, 0.25, 0.41, 0.5, these are the degree factors of 9, 15 degree, 45, 75, 90. So beyond that 135 degree to 360 it will come 0.75, 1, 1.25, 1.75 and 2. Fine. So after we get these things, these degree factors should be multiplied with the cycle price point. So whatever the cycle price point you are getting, just multiply this degree factor with that. So I am using this dollar symbol here. You can see 0.25. It is nothing but I2. As per the Excel sheet, I am using one prefixing $1, postfixing $1 because I want that same thing to be repeated everywhere. So this degree factor will not changing. Only I will be, my G column will be changing, but degree factor column will be constant throughout the things. That's why. So anything in Excel you want to make it constant, you need to prefix and postfix with $1. So here we got cycle price points we have calculated. Whatever happened, that is absolute value of that 360 degree factor. Then we multiplied with 14, 15 degree factor, 45, 75, 90, 135 till 360. So this will be valid for 9th. So 6th January it has happened. So 7th and 8th we do not have trading. So Saturday and Sunday. So 9th we will be, this calculation will be valid. So what we did on 5th January, it will be valid for 6th January. What we did on the 4th January, this calculation will be valid for 5th January. So this one day on the day end, based on its notational gain or loss, we are calculating the cycle price point and cycle turning points for the next day. So now after you calculate all these things, you can see that it is jumble off with numbers. Lot of numbers are there. Cycle price point is there. Minor cycle turning points are there. Major cycle points are there. Then how I should conclude, how I should read these things, and how I should utilize these things for my study. So fine. So here for your study, you always require to understand 2 days value. So for 9th, for the 9th forecast. So for this is the calculation for the 9th. So I'll just color it up. So this is the calculation for the 9th of Jan 2022, or slightly light color I can give, so that, so light color, so make it bold. So here for this 9th days calculations, I require to know 5th and 6th, these 2 days what happened. So this 5th and 6th day, 2 days of reading I require. I cannot conclude with the only 1 day reading. Though 6th January readings will be applicable for 9th, but I need to understand what happened on 5th. So on 5th, it was 50 point down. All cycle turning point was 183 points, and this was having minor cycle point till 42, then major cycle points it has gone till this point 360. But by seeing the price actions for the sixth, very carefully listen to this part. By seeing the price action of the sixth, I found out that it has gone, though it has opened here, high here, low here, closing here. You can say from the low it has almost, you can say 59 plus 5, near to 59 plus 5 is coming to 64. So 64 point it has gone. So 64 point it has gone up. So almost 192 point or 93 point it has fallen. However, from the low basis, low to high basis. So from the low to high basis, or so you can say from here, this is the closing. If it could have closed at the low, another 50-60 point, it could have added into this minus 169, it should have come, or 189, it would have come. So from here, I can see that though I have calculated that it should have maximum 166 point of fall, but it has fallen more than that, and it is ending 132. So here, so in between here 315 to 360. So this says, very carefully listen to this, this says based on my calculations from the data of 5th January, the 6th January price actions has closed in a major cycle, major trend, major turning point. So this has given 132 point fall. So 132 point fall falls between 225 to 315. So here it has closed. So it is in a major. So this is part is minor and this part is major. If the price on 6th January, very carefully listen to this, if the price on 6th January or price point of oscillations on 6th January has given you an intention or given you one clarity that it has closed in any of the major trend turning price points, major trend turning price point, then for the next day, I can say from 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, because it is in between, not beyond 166. So it is in between 62 to 145 or 62 to 166, you can say. So this measure, so for the 9th January, if the Nifty 45 degree, here to come here. So if the Nifty gives me plus 45 point gain, I can say I am into uptrend. Or my minus 45 point below, I can say I am into downtrend 45 degree, because it is in the price action on 6th January is being terminated in the major turning points, terminated and major turning points. Why? It is 132.7. So for 9th January, the study says if the Nifty opens any moment, goes plus 45 point, I'll be in uptrend. Minus 45 point, I'll be in downtrend. If Nifty oscillates between plus or minus 45 point, then I can say I am in the range bound trend. If it is uptrend it has given, then what is my catch? I have to, it has entered to the uptrend. Plus 45 means it has entered to the uptrend. Uptrend means it has to go for 90. This is the first hurdle. It has to cross to enter to the major uptrend or downtrend. The moment it has crossed 91 points up or down, plus 91 or minus 91, I can expect Nifty can fall to 137 points, or it can go to 137 point plus or minus, you can say. Once it achieve 137, then I can say it can go till 182. It is the maximum hurdle here. This is the maximum hurdle, 180. Once this 180 has crossed over, then you will go for 225, 315, 360 or beyond that. but this is the maximum hurdle. So this you have to understand very carefully, because 5th January action says that 5th January we have expected, 5th January we have expected that it should go for 83 points. It has gone by 137 points, and from major cycle it comes that we have seen that it is closing between this. So it is in the major turning point place it has closed, or it is in a major price turning point it has closed. For example, if it has not happened, say one more day, you can see here. So we have expected, you can say somewhat lesser, I am going for here 28th December. Say small price number is there. So 28th December 98. So we have expected here 52, it has gone to 68. So here too also we can go for 45 degree here. So say from here we have expected 68, we can expect that 105 points. So here this also is a very clear example here. 105 we have expected 105, it has gone 85, 87 point this thing. So total cycle price point was 105. So it has not gone by 105, it has given only 85 points, only 85 points it has given. So 85 points it has given. So come here, come look at here, 68 points on 29th of December, it was 68 point, it has given 85 means slightly 135 it has gone, and here it has ended. Though it is a major trend cycle, you still focus on 45 degree, means plus 35 31 point or 32 point, you can identify the uptrend or downtrend. But say in this particular, I'll go back to the other things. The first example what I have given, I think I have given an example on this 8th December. 8th December. So 8th December will be much clear. So you can see here 8th December, 8th December, there is a 48 point of 48 point, means for 9th December we are expecting 48 point of one cycle. So one cycle should be 48 point, or much before that also I can go. So I want that one number should be less than 40 points, it should close less than this thing, it should close, or you can say 42 here, 35 here. So let me see any one day if I can find out. So here 35. So, or this is also a classical example here, 21st December. Look at here. So look at here. So we have expected, this is also a classical example, 186 point. So 186 point on here, 186 point. So you can say next day 224, 244 point maximum we want, but next day 22nd December it is just closing negative 71. Negative 71 means it is, this is 15 degrees, this is 35, 45 degree, this is 90 degrees. So 45 to 90, in between this it is closing. So in between this it is closing. So whenever, or very simple words you can say, if the day following, or the for the day for which you are doing the calculation, on that day if it is closing in the minor cycle, on that day it is closing in the minor cycle, means 21st December there is a 186 point of fall. We have expected that it should 122 point beyond, it should go plus or minus, but it further went down and it has gone to 71 points. Only 71 points it has gone, 22nd December. So here it is closing in the minor cycle. If it is closing in the minor cycle, then the 90 degree price point will set your uptrend confirmation, means plus 54 or minus 54. If it is crossing, I can say minor trend, it has given a breakout, I can get 82, 109, 137, 290. So if I do not get that, if I do not get that in between any cycle, if I am failing on, so you can say as long as it is oscillating between 554 point, there are range bound trend. the moment it crosses plus 54 or minus 54, we are into the uptrend or downtrend. If that uptrend or downtrend happens, then it can go till 200 point of fall or rise, 219. So once 219 is crossed, it will go beyond that. Means it can go for one more cycle. Second cycle will start. Second cycle that can go till your 720. So here this is this is what we have got. Now coming to the other part. Now you can say here, if you can, I can just tell you here, we'll be taking 45 degree for 9th January. For 9th January, since the closing with respect to 5th has happened in the major cycle, so for 9th January it will be 45 points plus or minus. Nifty will enter to the uptrend or downtrend. So with respect to, you can say for you can say 2nd January here, 2nd January. So 2nd January, if I can say, so how many points of up move or down move will set the uptrend on the 3rd January? Can anyone will tell me? Look at the 2nd January. We have expected the cycle price point as 134 points, and these are the subsequent calculations. Subsequent calculations has happened. So 2nd January. So 2nd January, because we require 2 days, 2nd and 3rd. So these two values you can see. So have a look here. So and tell me, have a look here. So just I am changing the color so that 2nd and 3rd is required for 4th January. For 4th January, because 2 days of study we required. So here 2nd and 3rd. So 2nd we have expected 134 point of oscillation should happen, but only 35 point of oscillation happened. 35 means it has closed in the minor cycle itself. Here itself it has happened. So it has terminated in the minor cycle. So on 4th, so by looking at this, these two are in our hand. On 4th, how many price point move will set your uptrend or downtrend? Whether 31 point of price move will set the uptrend or downtrend, or only 16 point of price move will set the uptrend or downtrend. So these two also I am coloring. So you tell if you understand this particular. So here the look at this 92 2nd and 3rd. So based on this 2nd and 3rd price point, so on 4th January, so only plus 31 point or minus 31 point will confirm the uptrend or downtrend. As long as it is moving in a 31 point of band, you will not have the uptrend or downtrend confirmation. You are in range. Once plus 31 point or minus 31 point movement happens, then you are into the uptrend or downtrend. So this uptrend and downtrend confirmations will come at 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Why it is 45 degree for 6th January, and why it is 90 for the 4th January. So for 4th January, why this is 90, and for 9th January, why it is 45 degrees. So for 9th January, so why this deviation? Because on 3rd January, the price point of oscillations is within the minor cycles, of 2nd January calculation. So whenever the net price addition falls in the minor cycles, within the minor cycle price range, the next day's calculations or next day's trend confirmation should be taken from 45 degree, and when it is in the major cycle, so it has to be taken from 90. So this is a part you need to understand. So many of you have understood and given this thing also. So many bitcoins, it is very promising. I said to you that it is more than 70 to 75%, it is correct. So Bitcoin, so you can see that many wild moves are there. $8.8 movement, 183, it's all a dollar. Bitcoin dollar values. So here 26, 115, 300. So now it is 7th. So today for the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin for today. So for today, this is for, so this just I copied. This is for 8th because it is trading on all days. So all days. So for today, I require these two values. Do two values. So I require these two values. So you can little color it off. So or just make it this thing. So 6th January there is a $115 up move. 7th January there is a 3 point of up move. 8th January I just want to make these things. So should I accept the 45 degree here, or I will accept the 90 degree? Can anyone will tell me? 6th there is a $115 move, and 7th it is merely $3 of move, only $3 of move. That is plus only. So on 8th today, whether I should say it will be moving or my uptrend will confirm once it move plus $3.5, or my uptrend will be confirmed once it moves plus $7.08. Question that Bitcoin, this is the pricing on the 6th and 7th. 6th and 7th. Now today also it is trading. Today also it is trading. Today 8th also it is trading. Bitcoin today also it is trading. So tell me, if Bitcoin is moved by plus 3.5, I can consider it is uptrend, or only above plus 7.8 I should consider it is in uptrend. Below that, definitely it is in the range bound only. The 7th, the net value addition is only $0.33. So $3 means it is not even entered to the minor cycle. Very feeble entry. Not even minor cycle. Minor cycle 13-point move. At least it could have given the minor cycle. It has not entered to the minor cycle at all. So this is below the minor cycle. Below the minor cycle. So 90 degree will confirm. So it is a pure range day. 7th January was a pure range day. So today, if it is moving plus $7, that is 90 degree, then it will set the uptrend. If it is moving by minus $7, then it will be downtrend. So if it is uptrend gives, then the breakouts will give you $10 plus 10 from the base, not 10 plus 7. It is from the base, means from the closing here 16,955 plus 10. So 17,000 plus it should come. So this is the catch in this method. So 2 days action you need to see, and on the second day where you have ended either in the minor cycle or in the major cycle. If you have ended in the major cycle, then your future date, so 45 degree will be your deciding point. If you have entered in minor cycle or below minor cycle, then your 90 degree will be the deciding point. This is the simplest logic in this method. Mahesh Saji asking, is it for intraday? Is it for positional? Number 1 question, it is for intraday. Is it for positional? Number 2 questions is asking for this thing. Number 3 questions, if there is a gap up or gap down. So lot many things he is adding to that to his confusions. It is not that confusing. 6th January, 132 point of negative closing happened in Nifty. What price it has closed? Don't bother about that. It has closed in 17,000, 18,000, 19,000. Net, it has closed minus 132 point. Before that, it has closed 50.8 points. Means 5th January, negative closing of 51 point. 6th January, negative closing of 132 point. These 2 days are important for me. So based on the 5th, based on the 5th, from my study will start from 5th. Based on the 5th, minor cycle price point still 41 range, then 61 to 166 is the major cycle range. So what happens here? It has closed 132, means it has closed in the major cycle, means between 225 to 315. Here it has closed, so it has in the major cycle. If it is in major cycle, what will happen on the 9th? My plus 45 point of move or minus 45 point of move will decide my uptrend or downtrend. If it is plus 45 point, I'll say I entered the plus uptrend confirmation. Nifty plus 45 point, price may be different, 8, so you can add 17,859 plus 45, whatever comes you can keep it in record. So same way 17,849 minus 46 points, that will set the downtrend. Once the downtrend and uptrend is confirmed, the hurdles, the cycle terminations will come, means plus 45 point it has gone, means next 76, 25 point more it will add, then it will find a resistance. If that 76 point plus crossed it, then it will go for 91. Once 91 crossed, all minor cycle it has penetrated, so it will go to the major cycle plus 137 plus 182. So if say on gap up itself it has gone to 91, suppose you can say it has gap up itself it has gone to 91 point, or gap up itself it has gone to 182 point plus it has opened up, then it is in uptrend, it has gone to the major cycle, it is in uptrend, so 182 point it has moved, means it will move next, it should go for 228 points, or if it is not moving to that, it can fall by to 91 points also. If it is an uptrend, go with the trend, buy the Nifty. If it is gap up, it is giving 182 point gap up plus. How you should trade? I am not talking about the trade. So how you should trade? You should you should you should buy Nifty. You should hedge it here. So you should Nifty. You should hedge it here. So if it is minor cycle, if it is surrendering 90 point and coming back to the minor cycle, there is a chance that it will have a trend failure. Otherwise, it will maintain uptrend. It will go for 228 points, 3 to 19 points, like that. So once it is, say, gap up happened, 182 points, you buy Nifty. You go with the trend, hedge it with the put option. Then say it has fallen to 137 point after you initiate, nothing to worry. But if it is falling by 91 point below this, that means after achieving the minor cycle, sorry, major cycle, it is coming back to the minor cycle. So that time you need to close. Once it falling back to 91 point, you have to close. You have to come out, because that uptrend is not sustaining. But if it is sustaining there, then by the end you can say plus 228 points, 319 point, it can go. This is for intras. So it's because these are the registered terms in our mind. So when we talk about the tradings, people think that stop loss is everything. So that is a different things is there. So plus 45 point, I was in the uptrend, so I bought into, but that doesn't mean that plus 45 point it can come. So if it happens, so plus 45 points you have entered, plus 45 point you have entered, what will be your actual stop loss? Actual stop loss is when the trend changes, means minus 45. When Nifty has fallen minus 45 point, then only you can close, the trend is changing. So plus 45 it has come to 0. So a trend has not changed. Only the price has oscillated, trend has not changed. So you can say minus 10 point it has gone, then again it has bounced back. Trend has not changed. The moment it goes negative 45, trend changed. So that time we should come out. So for that, whenever you buy, you should hedge it with a put option buy. Whenever you sell, hedge it with a call option buy. So by this process, you can do lot of trade management. So trade management, I am not talking about, only it is being asked. So I told. 9th Nifty has opened up. If this calculation is on my hand, 9th it has opened up. So I will say that the moment it has gone by plus 45 point, or I'll say I entered to the uptrend. 9th Nifty has opened up, it is minus 45 point. I'll say I am into the downtrend. So there itself, by seeing the positive plus or minus how many points of movement, I can say I am into the uptrend or downtrend. That is what I am telling here. And where the trend changes. Suppose if I am buying at X through any method, whatever method, moving average I am using. So if the 5 days moving average it is crossover, I am in uptrend. So whenever the price fall below 5 days moving average, I am in downtrend. So what it says, stop loss is a price where the trend changes. So here you can say plus 46 point up move, it is a uptrend. Uptrend. So after we entered by anticipating the uptrend, plus 46 was there. It has come to plus 10. It has gone to minus 10. It has even goes to minus 30. So it is not into downtrend. Only when if it is falling below minus 46, it is downtrend. So my stop loss will be minus 46. Means once plus 46 I am buying, I must hedge, because here otherwise whatever my losses, 90 points I have to lose. So instead of losing the 90 points, this stop loss also changing. So for today, if you can say 46, for today if it is 46, so for 5th January it was 41. So before that day, if you can say that for 4th January it was 62, the stop loss. So before that, if I can say 3rd January it was 31. So every day based on the price oscillations it has given earlier period, the stop loss points also changes. It is not a fixed value that every day it's at 45 point up or down. Stop loss is a price point where the trend changes. ट्रेंड जहां पे बदलता है वहीं पे स्टॉप लॉस का मतलब वही है। स्टॉप लॉस का मतलब ये नहीं है कि 5 पॉइंट के नीचे में मैं रख लूं वही स्टॉप लॉस। मैं जहां पे खड़ा हो गया वही भारत, मैंने यहाँ पे खड़ा हो गया तो यही हो गया समुंदर। ये तो होगा नहीं, कभी हुआ है किसी के केस में? एनीबडी? wherever you stand there only something, some structure used to come, some address used to come. It has never happened. It is not happened for you, not happened for the Prime Minister Modi also. He is telling that no, anywhere I will stand, that will be Modi street. It has never happened. तो स्टॉप लॉस कैसे होगा? मैं 5 पॉइंट के नीचे में लगा दिया वही स्टॉप लॉस हो जाएगा, मैंने 10 पॉइंट के नीचे लगा दिया वही स्टॉप लॉस हो जाएगा। If I put below 10 point stop loss, it is stop loss. If I put it is below 40, it is stop loss. No, not like that. That is what we are doing the mistake. Trader जिनको कुछ सीखना नहीं है, पढ़ना नहीं है, the people those who do not want to learn or anything they knew about the systematic trading or calculative trading or mathematical way of trading, they unintelligently put 10 point below stop loss, 5 point below stop loss. That is not stop loss. Stop loss is a place where the trend changes. This Excel I have given you full from December to January. Test each and every day. Today once the recording is given, watch the recordings, go through all those, test it every day by day. You will find out 70 to 80% of days it has worked perfectly. So, and it is simplified your, it has simplified your observation on the market. It is a simplified way to understand the market. It is not complex. Simple calculations only require little analytical thinking. That's all. Where price has closed in minor cycle or major cycle. If it is minor cycle, then next day reference is from the 90 degree. If it is major cycle, next day reference is from the 45 degrees. So that's all. This much only you need. So it is a enhanced version of your square of 9 principle only. So square of 9 principle only. So here the square of 9 principle I have utilized in the price range. Price range. That's all. Nothing more than that. So this is the system. You keep trying, and if you have any query, you can ping me anytime. So I'll be ending the session now. On the recording I will be giving today itself. So those who are interested in our product and services, they can visit our website smartfinancing.com. You can find out the discounts. For the Pongal discount is going on till 16th or 17th, it will be live. So this Gann course discusses many concepts. So you can learn these things, and You don't require a very extensive learning and prolonged period of learning. You learn less, practice more. Learn less, practice more, experience more. Then only we can cultivate most of the methods in your trades. Most of your methods will start working if you cultivate more, if you apply more, if you practice more. So that event being a Sunday, you all have participated in this event with lot of interest. So it's a very encouraging thing that one group of traders, they are committed to learn and bring their expertise. So I should thank you for all your efforts. So when majority of the traders are comforting in Sundays, you have chosen to learn something. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.